What up, y'all? So a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to Georgia Tech, man, is the latest with their numbers. Some things we got to talk about. So Alberto Mendoza is going to wear number 15. Obviously, we know Big Bro also wore number 15 when he played for Indiana. He's obviously going to follow behind him. My question to you guys is, will we see a quarterback battle for Georgia Tech? Coach Key has been on different things like Inside the Access on ACC Network, where he's talked about, obviously, the growth and progression of Grady Adamson. He's also talked about, obviously, Cole Bergeron. Bergeron coming in, obviously, is a four-star, blue chip recruit. And he's also talked about Graham Knowles, rocket arm, 6'7", 230 pounds. Is this already a done conclusion where it will be Alberto Mendoza's job, which he pointed to his leadership? He sees some of the similar traits that he saw, obviously, in Haynes King when he came from Texas A&M. Is the job all but done? It's very interesting when you think about it. I don't know. I think they should still have a quarterback competition just to see who comes out on top in the spring. I don't think you want to anoint somebody, but I feel like a lot of people feel like he is going to be the starter. Now, obviously, he is a favorite, and rightfully so. But we will see what happens. But I do think Georgia Tech needs to have a QB competition. Next, I want to talk about these numbers, right? All right, so obviously Noah Carter, he's the guy I think is going to be a game worker for Georgia Tech this year, man. Number 24, watch out for him. I think he's going to be a guy. He probably should start. We'll see what happens, what he proves to himself. But he's going to be a player to watch. I want to see, can he take that next jump? 8 tackles last season for Alabama. The starting role is up for grabs to me on either end, right? Obviously, Braden Manley, A.J. Hoffman, played a lot of time. But if Noah Carter can dominate, his position to lose to me. Then you have Jonas DeClona. He came in from USF, obviously veteran, well-known. But what's really interesting about this cornerback room, and a name I didn't really consider, is Jaylen Mbakwe, right? Now, he's already done a video today where he's talked about obviously working out and being the cornerback, right? And I feel like this is a position of strength next year, right? They had a pretty solid cornerback room last year. But now it has me thinking, like, if Mbakwe is going to be playing cornerback and he's number 3, right, is he still going to play both sides? Or as I said in my article recently, will he just be playing cornerback? It's very interesting because cornerback's a position where, like, you have to be prepared, but you don't always get action all the time your way. And it felt like when he was coming in, he was going to play predominantly wide receiver because they're going to need more wide receivers in. Obviously, we know about Isaiah Furman. We know about Javen Plummer. But they're going to need more in addition to a Jordan Allen. Now, for Mbakwe, right, obviously he's a special talent. We love what he can do. But now that begs the question, who's going to start for Georgia Tech? Zach Toby's like the veteran on the team. So is Daquan White. You look at Kelvin Hill. And then you look at the young thoroughbreds coming in, the Travis Stevensons, right? The Jaden Terrys, right? The guys that didn't play a lot last year, Elgin Sessions, Dalen Pinson. Like, is Jaylen Mbakwe going to start? It's very interesting to say the least and to see. It feels like to me, if he's playing corner, he's probably going to start. So do the other guys become rotational players for them? It's a lot to kind of, think about, when you evaluate it and you obviously see it. I'm not too sure. I'm still kind of up for grabs and kind of just, arms shrugged a little bit and obviously shoulders out. Because bro is supremely talented. But obviously he came over to Georgia Tech with the assumption that he's going to play both ways. But I think it's interesting that he's been listed predominantly as a cornerback. So we're going to see what happens there. So Tech fans, that's my 2 biggest questions for you. Do you think Mendoza should already be the favorite? Should he already be the starting quarterback going into next year? Or should it be a QB competition? And where should we see Jaylen Mbakwe? Should Jaylen Mbakwe be the starting corner next year? Should he also play wide receiver? Y'all let me know in the comments.